Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here we go. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Steal. Check steal. Stay.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Hey, go steal. Yellow, 1. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have a Commanders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He finds his man complete. It's Barber. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, Brad. Hey, go Fury.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders 7, Cowboys 0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Tracking 60. Go.
Davis now. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Racing to the end zone. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Ready.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle. 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mustang 19.
To throw on 2nd down, Davis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. DK Metcalf, touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Buffalo 18.
To throw again on second down. Davis, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Joey Slide, a kickoff for the Commanders.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay,
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
7 Pirates. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Davis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mega.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Okay, ready?
And the Commanders' first down.
Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Fury, yellow.
2nd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes this 35-0 now.
35. Cowboys nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on, set! Warrior 70!
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Check it.
The give now to Abanikanda. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now Davis on 3rd and 2. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's Davis on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Davis. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
White. 6, Mega. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
46-yard line. Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. On second down, they'll run it here. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it is 42-0.
Commanders 42, Cowboys nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
18, pioneer.
After the sack on first down, Davis. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the ready.
Third down and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Davis. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Pulled in at the 24. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Hey, hey, blue. Drill green. Drill yellow. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Let's go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Smash, red. Hut, hut.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Black Ultra. Set, cut.
They'll look to throw again. And completes it again to Metcalf. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Blue striker.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on
and he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
49. Cowboys nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Davis to throw on third down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it at the 37. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. 63 yards on a punt return score. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
56. Cowboys nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On the handoff, Abanikanda. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Dragon 60. Let's go.
Davis now on 3rd down. Davis fighting. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2s, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders just continue to roll.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
65 catch, 65 catch. Go.
Looking to throw. Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
2nd and 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Back to throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we
3rd
go.
and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Check back. Ready.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Okay, right?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! From a yard out. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, They came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. It's on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last, and make it a successful one in some small way. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Throwing again, Simmons. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the fourth quarter, with how wide this advantage is, for this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Oh, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They run the counter. Pryor. Oh, nice move. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Washington.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Pryor. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Okay, break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Go.
Here's Abanikanda. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
On third down, Pryor. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
It's taken to the 26. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
79 Broncos.
To throw on third down, Simmons. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, get set.
And they'll indeed take a knee. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen